A square plate of 30 mm side rests on HP such that one of its diagonals is inclined to HP at 30 degrees and to 45 degrees to VP. Draw its projections. So there are two possibilities. Since it is resting on HP, so obviously we have to start from HP. So that condition is fine. So there are two possibilities in which we can place the square plate, because he has not mentioned whether it is resting on a side or a corner. Suppose if you rest on a side, what happens? We will see. When it is resting on HP, with a side on HP, so what happens? He says one of the diagonal is inclined to HP at 30 degrees and 45 degrees to VP. Now when you draw the diagonal between these two, so what happens is the diagonal will going to become A dash C dash. So AC is the diagonal. When you look from the front view, A dash C dash is the diagonal. So this diagonal is inclined to VP, so you are getting the apparent length. But actually the length of the diagonal is 42.4264. So this is the actual length of the diagonal. But when it is seen in the front view, so this diagonal will be 30 mm. So that means you are getting the apparent length here. So when you want to make that inclination, here he has given the true inclination of 30 degrees. So we cannot rotate this in the second position. We cannot rotate the diagonal A dash C dash by an angle of 30 degree, because the inclination given is the true inclination here. But here the length what you have is the apparent length. So from the projections of straight lines, we know that always on the true inclination you should have the true length of the line, and on apparent line, apparent inclination, you have to have apparent length. So hence we cannot take this as the initial position, and this is wrong. That is the reason why we have written here it is wrong. Now we are going to place it in corner. So we know here the corner is resting on HP. So since the corner such that it is resting on HP, so all the edges of the square is resting on HP now. Now the surface is made and one of the diagonals is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So we have to make the diagonal parallel to HP. So since it is made parallel to HP, that means when you see here, this is the side, all the sides are resting on HP. So when you look from the front view, this you can see the edges are parallel to HP. So you are getting, since it is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true shape when you look from the top view. And also since it is perpendicular to VP, so you are getting a line in the front view. Then when you look from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and D is away from the observer, so D dash becomes invisible. Then the diagonal, one of the diagonal, here one diagonal is AC and the other diagonal is BD. AC diagonal is parallel to VP, so you can get the true length in VP, and AC diagonal is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in HP. So now this is how we have to place the initial position. So when you look in the orthographic view, you can see a square lamina of or a square plate of 30 mm side is resting on HP, such that it is perpendicular to VP. So the surface is perpendicular to VP. So this is how the initial position. Here also we have got the front view with a line. So you are getting this front view of the line. So when you look from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible. So D is away from the observer, so D dash becomes invisible. Now, such that one of the diagonal is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So this diagonal which has got a true length. So that diagonal is inclined to HP at 30 degrees. The inclination with respect to HP is seen in VP. So that is 42.4264 is that line. So here, so in the 3D also, the surface, the entire diagonal, that is the diagonal AC, is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So when you look from the front view, the image will go to fall on the vertical plane. So since the surface is inclined to HP, since diagonal is inclined, so naturally the surface is also become inclined to HP. But still the surface is perpendicular to VP. So that is the reason why you are getting a line in the front view. And when you look from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and D is away from the observer, so D dash becomes invisible, that is within brackets. Now when you see in the second position of the orthographic view, you can see that A dash, C dash is the diagonal which is inclined to HP. So since the diagonal is in true length, so because the diagonal which is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length here, and the inclination given is also true inclination. So On that on 30-degree line you can transfer it directly, so that you will going to get the top view with a projected surface, so that you will going to get the square here with, or it is a rhombus, it is going to be here. Since the diagonal is inclined, so you are getting the apparent length of the diagonal in the top view AC, which is going to be 36.7423. so this is how we will be. So this is the, when you look from the top view, we have not given the projected surface on the horizontal plane because due to the clarity. So this is how it will going to look in the top view when the surface, when the diagonal is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. Such that one of the diagonals is also inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So this is the condition. So the diagonal which is now, since once the diagonal is inclined to HP, so we are getting the apparent length. Here the inclination given is also true inclination. But when you want to reproduce the second position top view, but in the second position top view, we have the diagonal which is an apparent length. But actually the diagonal what he has given is a true inclination. So first, so we cannot transfer or we cannot reproduce the same sketch on this 45-degree line. That is basically because this is the apparent length and the inclination given is the true inclination. So consider any point and draw an inclined line at an angle of 45 degrees as shown. Then take the true length of the diagonal. The true length of the diagonal will going to be here, AC. So with A, measure the length from A to C. Consider any point on that 45-degree line and cut an arc on this, so that you will going to get this point C1. Then draw a horizontal line which will going to be the locus. Then take the apparent length of this in the second position top view, and with A as center, cut an arc on the locus, so that you will going to get this point C. Then join A to C, the projector line. Then you measure the length from A to this point. From A you cut an arc on this line AC, and from this, since this line, that is BD, is perpendicular to AC, so from this point, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 90 degrees to this inclined line AC. Then draw a perpendicular line to this inclined line AC. Then measure the distance from this point to B, and from here you cut an arc on this side, and also from this side you measure this distance here and cut an arc on this side. So name them. So since we are rotating like this, so A, B, C, D, and then you will be able to get this beta inclination. So we are trying to find out the beta inclination because here you have the apparent length. So that is the reason why we need to find out the apparent inclination in the third position top view and get the front view, which will going to be this. So that is what we have shown here, how to find out in 3 dimension, and also when it is projected, this will going to be the dimension of the sketch, which will going to be here. So this is how we will going to look like when you are considering from the 3 dimension. But actually this is only the projected surface, why we are concentrating on this. But we are not worried about the complexity of the construction in the 3 dimension. It is not required. But only to understand the concept, we have used this particular sketch. But now we will going to solve the problem in detail in the final solution in the sketchbook. So he says, first, a square plate of 30 mm side, such that square plate is resting on HP, such that one of the diagonals is inclined to HP at 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Then draw its projections. That is the problem. So first we are going to draw an XY line with a thin XY line and mark XY and VP and HP. So we have to take the initial position such that one of the diagonals has to be parallel to both HP and VP. So that is possible only when you are taking the corner position of a square. So to do that, first we are going to consider any point, and then take, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degree with respect to the horizontal in clockwise and also on the counterclockwise on either side, on the left side and also on the right side. Then from this point you draw an inclined line at 45 degrees, and also from this point you draw an inclined line at 45 degrees. Then with this as center, take the radius of 30 and cut an arc on this line and also on this line. Then with this as center, draw an arc, and then with this as center, cut an arc, so that you will going to get the 4 points. Then join and mark them A, B, C, D. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A with a dark line. Then draw a vertical projector from A to the XY line, and similarly from B and D to the XY line, and also from C to the vertical projector to the XY line. Then join and mark them A dash, and when you look from the front view, B dash and D dash is invisible, and also C dash. Then dark this line A dash, B dash, C dash with a dark line. Now the diagonal AC is parallel to, since the diagonal AC is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length here. Since the diagonal is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length here. So that this diagonal is inclined to HP at 30 degrees. So we are obviously have to rest on the corner. So from this point, consider any point. Then from this point, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 30 degrees and draw an inclined line. And by using the compass, you measure the distance from A dash to C dash. From A dash, you cut an arc on this 30 degree line. And similarly, you measure the distance from A dash to B dash. From A dash, you cut an arc on this to get this point. Then name these points A dash, B dash, and C dash, and D dash in bracket. Then dark this line A dash, B dash, C dash with a dark line. Then write the top view. The top view is draw a vertical projector from A dash and draw a horizontal projector from A to get this point. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from B dash and D dash and draw a horizontal projector from B to get this point, and also from D to get this point. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from C dash and draw a horizontal projector from C to intersect at this point. And name these points A, B, C, D. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A with a dark line. Now the diagonal is also inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So here the inclination given is a true inclination. So but here what we have, the apparent length. So we cannot transfer this second position top view by rotating at an angle of 45 degrees, because this is the apparent length and here this is the true length. So from the projection lines, always on the true inclination you have to get the true length, and on the apparent inclination you should get the apparent length only. Now this is here, since the diagonal is inclined at 45 degrees to VP, so first consider any point and draw an inclined line of 45 degrees. Since this is the true inclination line, so measure the true length of the diagonal. The true length of the diagonal is AC here in the top view. Consider any point and cut an arc on that 45 degree line. So you are going to get the locus. Once you get the locus and take the apparent length from A to C, from the same point, you cut an arc on this locus so that you are going to get the point C. Then mark this point as A and C and join with a thin line. Then similarly, you measure the length from A to this point, and from A you cut an arc on this apparent inclination line. Then, so BD is the line which is perpendicular to AC. So you have this AC line. On this, you measure the length from A to this point. From A you cut an arc on this. So BD is the line which is perpendicular to AC through this point. So through this point and to this inclined line AC, by using the protractor you measure an angle of 90 degrees with respect to AC line, and then draw a perpendicular line to this AC line, ANC line. Then measure the length from this point to B and also from this point to D. Both will going to be equal. So with this as center, cut an arc on this left side and also cut an arc on this side. And name the points A, B, C and D. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. This is how you will be able to reproduce the second position top view. And the inclination made, and show this 45 degree line, and the inclination made by this with respect to this is the angle which is going to be called as apparent inclination beta. Don't show the dimensions like this, it is not required. This is only for the reference what I am showing like this. So this will be angle beta. Then write the front view. So draw a horizontal projector from A dash and draw a vertical projector from A to intersect at this A dash. Similarly, draw a horizontal projector from B dash and D dash and draw a vertical projector from B and D to intersect at B dash and D dash. And draw a horizontal projector from C dash and draw a vertical projector from C to get this point C dash. Then join A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash and D dash to A dash with a dark line. So this is how we will be able to solve this particular problem. and this will be the final solution. So how to analyze this? A square plate of 30 mm side is resting on HP and one of the diagonals is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. Draw its projection. So here we are satisfying all the conditions given in the problem, and hence this will go to be the final solution.